This episode of Pop Punk and Pizza is brought to you by Pop Punk. Oops. Who turned out the lights? No, hold on. I'm going to fix this. Hold on just a second. Yay! Okay, we're good. Sorry about that. So this episode of Pop Punk and Pizza is brought to you by Pop Punk Takeout, which is a monthly subscription box filled with merchandise from pop punk artists from all over the world. You can learn more and sign up at poppunktakeout.com and follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Pop Punk Takeout. And later on, about halfway through the show, I'll dive a little more into what Pop Punk Takeout is all about, because you're probably like, what the heck is Pop Punk Takeout? So we'll get into that about midway into the show, okay? So hang tight on that.
I'm going out, I gotta go. I'll bang a rang on the radio. So turn it up, I'm telling you. I think I'm ready for something new. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza.
You're listening to Pop Punk and Pizza with Jacques LaMore.
Hello and welcome to Pop Punk and Pizza. I'm Jacques LaMore, of course. So happy to have you here. It's always great to have you here, especially if you're joining us for the live stream. If you're not, I'm still grateful that you downloaded this podcast and that you're listening to it right now. It truly means the world to me. So tonight, or maybe it's the afternoon or the morning, whenever it is that you're listening to this, we are welcoming Long Island, New York alternative rock emo band Off Guard to the show. So let's bring them all on here. We literally have the whole band tonight, which does not happen too often. So let's give them a round of applause. So we have two Matts here. We have Matt Becker, Matt Weiss, and then we have Nick. Nick, we don't have your last name, but what is your last name?
My last name is Kolakathis. It's a Greek last name.
Kolakathis?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds so cool. Like, you sound like you could kick the shit out of somebody if you really needed to.
You already get it, yeah. We call them Mickey Beats for a reason, you know?
And then, of course, Tyler, I can't read your last name, but it's there. I know that.
It definitely is, Jacques, and it's Embry.
Embry, okay. Well, Tyler, Embry, welcome, guys, to Pop Punk and Pizza. Let's go around real quick before we like deep dive into the show. Just everyone introduce themselves so that way we just know what everyone sounds like. I'm sorry, Nick, you can go first.
I'm Nick. I play drums.
And then Matt Becker.
All right, what's up? I'm Matt Becker. I play guitar and do backing vocals.
Hello, I'm Tyler. I play the bass and I do vocals.
Hi, I'm Matt Weiss and I sing.
All right. Well, now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it, guys. So, your latest single, "Sincere," it really took me by surprise. It and not in a bad way.
Would you say it caught you off guard?
Oh, that's so good. Do I have a? Yeah, there we go.
You have to get it in at least once.
I got a rim shot for you there. Yeah. That's what I should have said. It caught me off guard. Totally caught me off guard. And not in a bad way. In a really good way. What it was is the song really hooks you in right away. With the opening, and then you get about halfway into the song, and you think you know how this song is going to end. But then things kind of change gears a little bit, and then by the end of the song, I felt like I was listening to a different song. I remember looking at my phone as I was listening on Spotify and just like checking, like, okay, is this the same song or is this a different one? Because I totally thought it had gone into another song. And that's what I loved about it so much, was that it's like you presented this cool, catchy riff and melody, and you hooked everyone in, and, you know, you gave the impression that the listener knows what to expect, but then all of a sudden it just boom, just changes, and I loved that. I absolutely loved that, and I think that's what makes you guys unique.
Thanks.
Thank you.
That's
Sounds awesome.
really cool to hear,
I-
especially just out of that's an awesome take on that. I guess when you're the ones writing the song, you want to make something as special as possible and really convey your message, and Matt really took point in their creativity in the song, and by the end of it, and we also work with Matt Lagatuda at Flying Carpet, who records everything for us, and by the time we have all these songs done that we've been doing one by one, we're just super proud of them, and we want them to feel like a complete and a story almost each one, because we want to give 100% in each little piece that we do now, especially since it's so hard, not really conventional to release whole albums anymore, so we really want to pack a punch in each song. So that's really cool to hear.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. So Matt and Matt are you guys are like the co-writers on this song, and everyone else just kind of contributed. From what it sounds like, is that right?
I mean, I'd say we're all like we all add stuff to the songs. We're all writers. I would, I guess, with Sincere more specifically, it started more, I guess, with like me and Matt. Like I had most of the guitar parts just planned out throughout a couple of days, and I demoed it on my end and sent it to the guys, and then like through practices and stuff, we took it from there. Matt, I almost said Mott. Wow, Matt, obviously.
Well, that's how you distinguish the difference between
right.
there's Matt and there's Mott.
Exactly.
Like the applesauce or the apple juice, Mott's, right?
That's me.
Yeah. He's just because he's so sweet.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, no, he really took the forefront with the song melodically and lyrically, and yeah, we all put in our 2 cents, definitely.
It's each song that we do, we really try to I think be fair in like how everyone feels about it, and our process is really cool for this song. Pretty much, yeah, just exactly what they said. Matt Becker came up with the riff, and then we'll all jam it at the space at Nick's, and we'll kind of like me and Matt will sit down and figure out the structure and like all of this, and then Matt Weiss just it's pretty much exactly that opening line. Like he had that melody. He said that thing, and then we were like, that's the razzle dazzle, And then I don't even remember how
the razzle dazzle. I like it.
But yeah,
it's like shake and bake or
Yeah.
Talladega Nights. It was John C. Reilly's birthday the other day, by the way. Totally
wow.
random, but fun fact
Happy
for you.
birthday to him.
Happy belated, John C. Reilly. I hope you're watching.
He is. He's actually a big fan of Pop Punk and Pizza. I didn't know if you knew that, but now you know. There's a good chance he's watching right now, and he'll text me later on and be like, "Bro, thanks for the shout out, man."
John C. Reilly, you are.
Van Full of None says it's all about the razzle dazzle.
Agreed.
That's right.
Love it.
And Kyle Phillips says teamwork on point. So sounds like it. And to anyone that's watching, feel free to comment with anything you want to comment with or questions while we're doing this live stream, because that's the whole point of doing this thing live on the internet, right? Is so that we can interact with you. So feel free to drop those comments at any time. While we're talking, all right? Don't be shy. So, Matt Becker, let's get to the creation or the start of this riff. Where were you, and how did that come to your mind?
So as Tyler or Nick, I think, stated before, I'm in Brooklyn. So I was living in Brooklyn in a different apartment, and this was before quarantine and like COVID hit, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I was just jamming one day. I was off. I had free time, I was getting back into the habit of demoing our stuff because I'd fallen out of that, sadly. Um, but yeah, no, I was just jamming it out. I hit the beginning of the song, just like how that riff hits. I hit that first. I don't know. It just stuck with me for some reason. I was like, oh, I can work with this. You know, I can mold this out a little more. And I think like the verse and like pre-chorus together. I demoed that. I put like some MIDI drums to it and sent it to the guys and being like, hey, like, what do y'all think of this? Like, or can we do something with this? And yeah, no, it was just jamming it out. I don't think there wasn't any, secret sauce taken that day, or
Right.
it was just,
Well,
jamming it out.
you are the secret sauce. Come on, man. Give yourself some
Thanks.
credit there. And then Matt Weiss, with you being the lyricist and the lead vocalist in the band, I found the lyrical content to be just as interesting as how the song kind of morphs musically throughout the 3 or 4 minutes, however long it is. And you're talking about how it's hard to when you move to like a big city, and you're living on your own, maybe for the first time, and it's scary, and it's hard to trust anyone but yourself and these recent times of uncertainty. So, did this come from a particular place in time that something happened to you? I'm curious to know the story.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. This has been kind of a theme in my life ever since a few years ago. My parents moved out of the country. And so when I was 22, it was about 4 years ago, I just started living on my own. And Sincere, I guess, in all is kind of like the story of these 4 years of just living on my own, kind of just picking up, and the whole journey of it. I'm from Long Island, and I grew up kind of in the middle of it. Then I moved more to Queens, and then I moved to Manhattan, to Washington Heights, and then I moved just back to Queens. So it's just been a crazy 4 years of moving and stuff. But the song is really about that, and also just having the guys to write songs with, and be able to just be a band throughout all this and the craziness of COVID, and throughout everything, we're still doing music and together. So that's what wraps it all up, I guess.
So your parents moved out of the country. Where did they go?
Yes, yeah, they moved to Israel.
Oh, that sounds. Does your is your family originally from Israel? Are there ties there?
They're not. They do have some ties there, yeah. But they moved there 3 years ago, and I wanted to stay here to be with the bands, and then do my own career here. So
Yeah. Are they? Do your parents have a military background? I'm assuming work maybe brought them there.
no, they don't have a military background, but my dad and my mom and dad always wanted to move there, and they made the decision to.
Okay. Have you gone to visit at all?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what is Israel really like? I mean, we all know what we hear and see on TV, right?
Yeah.
And or on social media, all that garbage, and it never truly clearly I feel like it never truly represents what a place is really like, and that goes not for just for Israel, but like literally any place,
Oh,
because
yeah.
people for like Chicago, for example, like I live an hour south of Chicago. Chicago gets painted like you can't walk down the street without getting shot, but I can tell you that's not exactly the case. Like, sure, there
One
are
hundred
bad.
percent. I've experienced Chicago. It's not like you can be in bad areas, but you can definitely walk down the street.
Exactly. So what is Israel from your experience? What was it like?
Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful country as far as land, Um, as far as the politics, it's very complicated, and it's a lot, but the land it's a beautiful place. the Dead Sea is there, and that's really, really sick. It's just a bunch of different climates there. You know, you could be in one place and it's 60 degrees, and then another place and it's 90 degrees. So the biggest thing is that it's just a beautiful scenery and country.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Like some of the pictures I've seen of Israel are just gorgeous. So that makes complete sense. What was your favorite thing besides the the scenery? What else was your favorite thing, or maybe something that you didn't expect when you got there?
Hmm. Um, I think my favorite thing was the food, I would say. Um, there's just so much different food there, and there's all these different versions of food there. Like there's a Israeli McDonald's, and they have different kinds of burgers that are kind of like the burgers here, but they're a little different. So the food is just, it's definitely my favorite part of it.
Very cool, very cool. Um, let's see, we got
I got some
some.
questions. And
Yeah, let's see.
I think it all started with
Oh,
how has COVID affected your
Oh
band?
yeah, here we go. Brittany Edwards. She
That's a
Brittany is asking,
great question.
how has COVID affected your band, or did it? She's saying like meetups for the evening, recording together. I'm sure practicing or writing. So, what was your? I guess what she's asking, what's your experience been as a band going through COVID?
It definitely made us rethink our approach of what of us releasing music, and it just kind of like slowed down the process of it. Especially since Matt had lived in the city in Brooklyn, and me and Nick were on the island, so it was like there were some points where it was like it's just not safe. But we would
I
actually
feel like we rebelled
do
that a
more
bit. I feel like
journaling.
we always
We
met
would
up.
FaceTime all the time. We were always
yeah.
trying to like virtually just be together, which was
Hmm.
Oh yeah, in
Yeah.
the beginning. That's
No,
for
there
sure.
was a good like, everyone in the beginning like took it very was being very precautious and safe. Like there were a good couple months where we didn't meet up. Yeah, we were just like sending demos back and forth and like FaceTiming a lot.
we had
Um,
a sorry I was gonna say we had a tour or weekender planned with alumni, our friends from the scene as well.
Shout out alumni.
A show alumni,
We
yeah.
supposed to go for
Yeah.
2 different weekends. So like I forgot when it was. It was one
It was in
weekend.
April. Yeah.
Yeah, April, and then was it March or April?
No, it was April. We had no, it was like 2 consecutive weekends in April we had booked, and that was, COVID hit in what was it like March 13th, like everything closed down here in New York. And there was like that first month where it was just like, yeah, we're shut down. Like, oh, 2 weeks, everyone wear your mask and we'll be good. And like, obviously, no one did that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And here we are.
Yeah,
yeah.
and for New York, it was for New York City, in particular, it was really bad. At least I have a brother who lives in Brooklyn, and he told me it was pretty awful. So I'm sure everyone's got their own take on it, but some of you guys are actually still in some of the boroughs, right? Is it or no, Matt? You used to live in Brooklyn, right?
No,
Or
I'm
you
still
still
in
do?
Brooklyn.
You're
I
still
hopped
in
around
Brooklyn.
a couple
Okay.
different spots in Brooklyn, but I'm
Gotcha.
still here. Matt's in
Okay.
Queens.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What part of Brooklyn are you in?
I'm currently in Bed-Stuy. I
Okay.
actually moved in it's almost going to be a year now. Looking at my calendar, yeah, like the end of May,
Wow.
beginning of June, I moved into the place I'm in now here in Bed-Stuy. I was living in Kensington before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my brother, I'm not sure. Originally he was in Sunset Park, and now I'm not sure if he's still in Sunset Park or just a neighborhood near there. But regardless, I'm actually going to be there next week, so if I bump into you, it might be me. Um,
Cool.
so
I'll
don't
keep
be.
my eye out for
Yeah,
it.
we'll keep our eyes out for each other.
Make sure
Now
you
that
guys
we,
wear the same exact outfits you're wearing now.
Yeah, right.
for sure. But that was a great question there. And of course, Veronica, you guys know Veronica.
Oh,
She
yeah.
said, "What's up?"
Hey.
Veronica
Takeout.
from Pop Punk Takeout. She is amazing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think Brittany had another question.
Let it rip, Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany's been watching religiously to our live streams like the last 2 or 3 weeks, and she's been awesome. I'm thinking she's talking about music in Israel. Um, so I guess this would be for Matt Weiss.
Ah.
Did you get to kind of dive into the music culture in Israel? And if you did, what's it like there versus here? I'm not sure if you had time to, kind of investigate that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really get too much time to really do some research into it, but my dad always sends me videos of people busking on the streets, just like in New York City. People kind of just like meet up and they have an instrument and they just all form like a band for a day and just play music in the streets for money. So that's pretty cool. I haven't played my music there, but my parents play our music all the time. So they probably showed it to a couple of friends, but you know, maybe one day we'll do the world tour.
There you go. There you go. I like the way you're thinking there.
Yeah.
Another Israel question. Kyle Phillips. He said, "How's the pizza?" Of course, you gotta.
Very
Yeah,
bad.
no.
So
Gotta
the pizza isn't that great. I would say what the most feature thing is the falafel or the shawarma.
Well, of course, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pizza's okay, not too great. New
Yeah,
York
you would-
is better.
You would hope the falafel would be, excuse me, you would hope that would be on point, right? I mean, that's
Oh,
what,
yeah.
that's what you expect.
Exactly.
And Scott Stone checking in as well from Pop Punk Takeout, saying Israel is beautiful. Corey said the Dead Sea is there, and he said it's really sick as well, like you mentioned earlier. Let's see.
It's not sick, it's dead.
You gotta do something about this boy.
Dang, that was.
Yeah, to fact check us. It's not the sick sea, it's the
It's
dead
not.
sea.
It's not sick. It's. Is
That
there
is true.
is there a 6C next to it, or like was it first the 6C
Yeah,
and then
it
it
was the
became the
6C
Dead
first,
Sea?
Yeah.
Wow, these are like
Evolution.
Couldn't get better.
it's like the worst dad jokes ever. Is pretty much what it is. Let's see. Veronica says
Shawarma.
shawarmas.
How do you spell it?
Shawarma.
I
Is
don't
that how you
got it
spell
wrong.
shawarma?
That's how you spell shawarma.
Okay.
Is that an Israel delicacy or is that New York pizza? I wasn't sure what she was referencing.
Yeah, no, shawarma I think is more of like a Middle Eastern food. I think because Nick is from Greece. Do they have shawarma in Greece, right?
I think it's not.
It would be like more like a euro. I can't say gyro, euro, whatever you say with the tongue.
Let's call it the gyros, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But like
Here
the
in
thing
the
is, like
States.
the only thing with a gyro is it's I guess it's a kind of like lamb. Well, shawarma is a type of chicken, but they're both on a spit. So like they use like the special knife to
Right.
cut each piece off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Here's a question from Scott. He says, besides Israel, what countries would you most like to play in one day? Since Matt mentioned, world tour earlier,
Oh man.
where would you like to play?
I'll go
Boys?
anywhere.
Come
I
on,
want
we
to play
gotta
the
go
I wanna
over
play the
Europe.
UK.
we're gonna play in
Yeah.
Dubai, okay? We're gonna play in we're definitely gonna play in the motherland, Mother Russia, okay? Gotta play in Germany. We're gonna play
I like how you
in
called it the
Tokyo.
motherland.
Yeah.
We're gonna play in France, right on the Eiffel Tower.
Okay.
We're going to play. Come on, boys, help me out here. We're playing the UK,
We're gonna
right on
we're
top
gonna
of where
play
the
in
Beatles played, on
Italy
top of that building.
on
The Big
Leaning Tower
Ben?
of Pisa.
Yep, we're gonna play in the Big Ben.
We're just gonna hit all the towers across
Hit all the
Europe.
towers. The main mission is just to play in places where people don't expect us.
Yeah. Man, they are asking. Well, here you go. Kyle Phillips says you need to play in my backyard. So
Say less. What country is that in?
Yeah. It's in the country of wherever. Texas. That's its own country. I have no idea where
Have you
he's
ever
at.
been to the country of Texas? I think it's like a 10-hour flight.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah.
Never been to Texas. I would love to.
Veronica and Scott are asking all the hard-hitting questions. If Off Guard was a hot sauce, what kind of hot sauce would you be?
Ooh, that's a
That
good
was-
question. We are hot sauce connoisseurs.
Okay.
I mean, we would do like ghost pepper or some shit like that.
Something like
makes
that.
perfect
Or
sense.
maybe
all love
there's
hot
that
sauce.
truffle hot sauce that Nick always has.
Yo,
that we all go crazy about.
whoever wants to try awesome hot sauce, they're like, you can probably get them at Whole Foods now. It's called Truff. It's awesome
Some stuff.
Yeah.
What
it's
what
great.
is truff? I should look up a picture that we can show. How do you spell that?
TRUFF?
Oh yeah, Nick, Nick, you got a bottle with you?
Yeah,
Let's
he
get that
just has it.
sponsor.
He's got like a holster, on his belt loop there. He just keeps it like
I
like
think
you
I
would a
do,
gun.
but it'd probably
you know?
be better to find an actual picture because it's bad lighting.
I think I found it. I'm gonna see if I can pull up this picture on our live stream real quick for those that are watching.
Yeah, if we can get a hot sauce sponsor, that'd be
Yeah, I'll just get a hot sauce sponsor while we're at it, right?
Say less. Give me so much money.
Interlove made a hot sauce.
They did make a hot sauce. Shout out
Who-
Interlove and their hot sauce.
Yes.
Who made a hot sauce?
So this band that we're friends with called Interlove, they
Uh-huh.
made a hot sauce. They like collaborated with somebody.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so this is what it looks
Yes,
like.
that's the
that's it.
sauce.
This is the sauce.
It's
Truff.
so good.
I think that's what we would be.
This is like the most elegant looking hot sauce I've ever seen. Like, look at this bottle.
So yeah,
Seriously. What
so
is
the
going? What's
so
going
the-
on with this top
okay,
or this
so
cap?
the cap is pretty much replicating like a truffle, I guess
like a chocolate truffle?
no,
right?
not like
Yeah.
no, like the real truffle, like the mushroom, the truffle.
It's in the
whatever
picture
it
there.
is.
I think it's on the.
The
On the
bottom.
left, bottom
Is
left,
that what a
yeah.
truffle is? Okay, now
I
we're
think that's what a truffle is. Yeah.
That just shows you where my mind is at. I'm always thinking about when someone says truffle, I'm thinking
think chocolate.
chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to Godiva and I'm gonna get my caramel truffle.
There you go.
Have you ever been to the Godiva store?
No, I haven't. But I would probably die and go to heaven.
It's amazing.
yeah.
They give you a free chocolate once a month or something. If you
Do they really?
They used. Well, I don't know if they do now, but yeah,
Yeah.
I would go in and get my free choco.
Dude, man, I need to do that. Totally need to do that. Let's see. Kyle's asking? What's the Scoville on the truck?
Oh, that's
Look up the
tough.
Scoville level, gentlemen.
Hold on a second.
I have no idea.
We're getting deep into
Okay,
hot
bye,
sauce
Tyler.
talk here.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm grabbing something.
Are you grabbing hot sauce?
This is called. This is. I've actually only tried it about twice because it's just too hot to eat. To be honest with you. But It's
Okay.
called Satan's blood.
Here, let's.
Oh,
There it
nice.
is.
It's
Wow.
called Satan's blood.
There you go. And here's your Scoville level, Kyle. It's
Wow.
800,000.
So
that's Satan's blood.
Satan's blood. But
Yes, and they
I
come in
think
this
I think
little,
Truff is around like
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 I could do,
2,500 maybe. It's probably nothing that crazy, but it's like
So wait. What are these numbers?
Okay, let me. Okay, you can actually look up a chart. Like I
Like-
think Frank's hot sauce ranks like 8,000 or something.
Okay.
It's like something.
Okay.
So,
It's like the hot meters. Like
let me.
basically.
basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna read
Sorry.
the back of this for you. It says, "Warning: extremely hot. It's not a hot sauce. Food additive only. Avoid
Interesting.
any and all skin contact with body parts.
Damn.
Keep away."
This sounds like acid.
I got it for Christmas.
no, yeah, that's Satan's blood, but Truff is around 2,500 to 3,000 Scoville, so it's really not that hot. It's like
Okay.
actually really flavorful.
Okay. So yeah, because you were just saying Frank's, which is a pretty common one, right?
Yeah. It's
That's
very low now.
8,000, which sounds pretty high.
Let's see. I'm gonna look it up now.
I really don't think Frank's is
Yeah.
8,000. Kyle Phillips said off guard on Hot Ones.
Oh,
that'd be lit.
Yeah.
Kyle says that's going to be the name of his off-guard cover band is Satan's Blood.
Sick.
Do it. It'll be like the metal version of Off Guard.
I was going to say that sounds so metal. I think we're about halfway through the show now, so I think what we should do is we should talk about Pop Punk Takeout real quick, and then
Straight up.
we'll get into showing everyone and listening as well to the sincere music video. So because it's a must watch because I was laughing because I thought it was hysterical. So I know like the song content isn't hysterical, but the video is. So all right, so yeah, let's talk about. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my screen here. It's like, how do I work this thing? I was gonna say we just have Tyler do it.
What am I?
All right, sorry. Hold up. I'm an old man here. There we go. All right, so this episode of Pop Punk and Pizza, as I mentioned earlier, is sponsored by Pop Punk Takeout, which is a monthly subscription box, and it looks exactly like this, a pizza box. But there's also a smaller version that looks like the logo that you see on the screen, which is a Chinese takeout box. So you've got two different versions that you can choose from each month. And so what this is, it's filled with pop punk merchandise from artists all over the world. The pop punk takeout box that I was sent is just kind of like an example box of what you can expect when they officially roll out here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So in this wonderful pop punk takeout pizza box, I got a T-shirt. I believe the band is called. Is it the Hashi? I think, or Hashai or Hashi, something like
I
that.
think the Hashi sounds right.
I think the Hashi sounds right. Killer shirt, killer band. So you can expect to get T-shirts in the pizza box, and then I got a koozie from. You guys have probably heard of the band called Out of Time from Florida. They're pretty well known. They've been having a pretty good year, making a splash, and they were actually on Pop Punk and Pizza last year. So we got that koozie and also a CD from them as well. And then there's I don't. Have you guys ever heard of this band? I've never heard of
No.
this band. Have you guys? Do
Never
you guys
heard
know
of
this band?
I hear they're terrible. Don't listen to them.
Is it off guard? Right?
You
I
gotta
heard
pronounce
it's
it with the
silent.
slash.
I heard it's just guard.
It's fuck guard. So I got a sticker from Off Guard. How cool is that? And I think they're on this show right now. Also a sticker from God, I'm being so cheesy right now. There's also a sticker from Out of Time, and a nice pop punk takeout sticker. And then also, last but not least, is vinyl, a 7-inch from a band called Bambies. And it's actually from a really cool label called Rita Records. They're based out of Canada. And it's run by one woman, and she works her butt off at this label. So that's you can expect things like that each and every month in the Pop Punk takeout box, whichever offer or whichever box you decide to go with. But the important thing right now is that you go to poppunktakeout.com, you sign up for their mailing list, and they're going to let you know when that first box is going to be available. And as we're recording this right now, it's May 26th. It was just announced that they're going to be announcing the first box, or it will be available, I should say, for ordering here in the coming weeks, in the next couple weeks. So make sure you go to poppunktakeout.com, sign up, and you can also follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Pop Punk Takeout. So big shout out to Veronica and to Scott of Pop Punk Takeout for being sponsors on this episode. And I truly appreciate that. So show them some love. I'm super excited about this new business that they have going. So yeah, let's give them a round of applause.
Yeah.
Awesome people, and I'm happy to be partnering with them. So, all right, so you guys, what do people need to know about the Sincere music video before we play it?
We like to have fun.
Don't take it seriously. Like musically, yeah, but visually, nah.
Nah, okay. I
think of it as a big dream sequence.
I think that's
Yeah,
well
Nick
put.
is actually correct with that.
Yeah, I think that's very well put. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and listen and watch Sincere right now here on Pop Punk and Pizza. This is by Off Guard, of course.
Man, you suck!
Matt's being a dick right now.
You can do better than this. Let's get a real throw over here.
Yeah, he really is being aggressive with the handball. I guess he's still hanging on to his varsity handball days. But yeah, just moved into a new apartment actually.
Yeah? How is it?
It's okay.
Come on, you suck.
I keep getting these weird dreams there, but it's across the street from this food place and that's pretty cool.
And now the ball's wet. I love food.
Hell yeah, dude, you should come by.
Heads up!
Moved all my shit for the second time this year. I'm so nervous but sincere. So what I'm doing here, I can't admit when I'm wrong and when I'm right. But what if I fucked up this time? As I was searching for the light. Falling out of line, city of white lines. When the timing's just right. Are we falling out of line? Can we stop time? I know it's just another second under. Just hold your breath before the feeling starts to drown. If I'm getting wasted, then am I wasting all my time? Oh, you know I've said it all before. Different tricks to open doors. Do all the things I can't afford. And I'll make it right because I got you by my side. And we'll never stop this fight. Falling out of line, city of white lines. When the timing is just right. Are we falling out of line? Can we stop time? I know it's just another second under. Just hold your breath before the feeling starts to drown. My friends remind me I haven't wasted my whole life. And if I did, at least I did it well. Because I said it with my best friends. And we're the ones that made it happen. Writing songs about her too. Oh, give me something to believe in. And what we go through on the weekends. Putting one over the reason. You either take it or you leave it. Hey, darling, can you keep it secret?
Matt, wake up, buddy.
Come on, man.
Come on, dude.
It was all a dream. Nice throw, Nick.
All right, that that was just so good, so good.
Thank you.
We're all paid actors.
I mean, obviously. I mean,
Obviously.
you know,
You can tell from the years of training.
the
Pays off.
the frickin' crab, I think, is one of the parts that made me just start busting up laughing. Is watching all of a sudden there's this, it's like like a stuffed animal crab like hanging from the ceiling or something, right? And you guys
That's a
are
costume.
painting it. It's
That's
a
a crab
costume. Okay,
costume.
I couldn't tell if it was a costume or if it was like one of those large stuffed animals. You know?
No, we had to put Nick in there. Nick,
Yeah.
So
Nick took one for the team and got the costume for us.
I want to ask. I want to see what you're going to ask because if you want to wonder where the origin comes from.
of the crab.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an actual story behind the crab.
Well,
I love this.
there's another video that he's in.
Oh,
of
okay.
ours. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead.
It's just like a resurgence of kind of like where did he go and
Essentially, we our song "Hidden Messages." Nick was saying
That you guys have the
it's a
crabs.
mystery. The whole plot of it was that we're all being drawn towards this one place, and we're like, there's this mission that we have to do. And we all meet up when we're searching. At the very end, we find who the mastermind is who brought it all together.
So, but what's the story behind the crab? What happened to the crab in this other music video?
To be well, so it's that we left it up to interpretation, but as it left off, you can we were missed a battle with the crab. We
Okay.
got to engage in a heated battle after
Okay.
finding that he brought us all to this location for some reason. Now, so since then, you can assume that we've all become friends or something. We don't know. Maybe.
It's not like that deep. It was
No, it's not.
like Tyler said, we used it in that first music video, and like with that video is throughout the whole video, it's like this very serious tone of like, yeah, we're all being like drawn to like one place, and like
Yeah.
near the end, like we're getting like weapons out of a trunk,
Uh-huh.
and then like we come face to face with like this giant crab costume thing,
Yes.
and
Well-
so we still had the costume, and we were like, we got to use this thing still,
Okay.
you know.
Well,
So it's just kind of like a little thing we throw in there.
yeah, the
for-
crab
for
was
ourselves, I guess.
the crab was a nice touch. Here's a good question from Kyle. He wants to know who in the band is the biggest perfectionist.
Tyler. Tyler is.
You know, I'm sorry, Tyler. I'm sorry to say this, but you were my first guess. I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean that in a bad way, but
it's okay because it's true. It must be written on my face.
It's really true.
there's some times that I'm pretty much there too.
Yeah.
I can get
Yeah,
into weird fits sometimes, but
Nick could be a close second, but
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
Tyler.
What's best for the boys?
I mean, so what exactly are you a perfectionist about, Tyler? It just everything, or is just certain?
I guess it's just my demeanor that I like to. I as a band, and especially over the pandemic, we've been trying to just, write songs nonstop. Just keep it going. So I think what I'm most perfectionist on is just like my performances, when I sing, like when we record, like always making sure like my vocals are like, I'm like, this is how I wanted it, but I try not to get so caught up in that. But I think I do because I waited a long time to like actually be able to finally release, and be a part of like such a great group of people who love making music. And I guess so. I'm just like, I want everything that, I want people to hear the magic that I hear when we're in a room together. So I get caught up in that. I get caught up in the expectation of it being what I hear, when I say this is fucking awesome and what we all want to hear. So I guess I get caught up in that. And when the pandemic hit, it was really hard to share my ideas as fluently, so writing songs together became a little more of an obstacle for me, as in like um, we wanted to all kind of be in the room when it happens, and it's not easy to do that all the time. But you know, what makes it really cool is that we're all like pretty much best friends, and we just got to sit down and we work through everything, like, and we make it happen. And we just released, we just recorded another song that we're gonna release soon, and we're about to go in and record the next one, and I'm just really really excited, and I just can't wait for a little more normalcy in the world again, so that we could just kind of get back to what I feel like was when we were right there, when we were about to start playing more shows, and just get back there, like
Yeah.
before the whole world flipped on us.
Definitely.
Sorry, I went on a little rant there.
No, you're good, man. Now that we know who the perfectionist is, who's the slacker is what Brittany wants to know.
Also me? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but it's also kind of Tyler.
It's weird.
What?
We're all kind of
You can't be a perfectionist and a slacker at the same time, can you? That
I'm a
does.
joker.
Here, I'll say it's like kind of like a group thing. Like we're all kind of slackers in our own way, but like I guess since we're talking about Tyler, like yeah, he's a perfectionist when it comes to the songwriting and like making sure like everything that he said, like everything feels right, and we all, agree with that. But also when it comes to like posting on social media and like remembering certain scheduled things.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Okay. I mean, like Brittany says,
But like
best of both worlds,
yeah, but at the same time, like I'll be the guy to go in the chat and be like, hey guys, we need to do this, and this, and then like I'll turn around and I'll be on like my PS4 playing Apex for the next couple hours.
So Tyler was bringing up being excited about things getting back to normal and shows and things like that. So I mean, with shows starting to come back around the country at this point, in some areas more than others, let's kind of go down a road of memories past of like crazy moments or that have happened at your guys' shows, or just it doesn't even have to be from your show. It can be from a show that you attended. So it doesn't have to be an off-guard show, but everyone has those crazy show stories to share, and it's always fun to talk about them. So whoever wants to go first, Tyler, you can take the lead on this since you were kind of talking about it.
I was gonna say, actually, I feel like Nick probably has a pretty crazy story. I'm sure.
Okay, Nick, you got the floor, man.
Well, I remember this one time. I don't know if it's good to say, but I just remember like there was a fight that kind of broke out in one of our shows, and I'm playing drums and I don't know what's happening, and have my in-ears in, and I'm just like my head, what is going on, while I'm trying to focus on playing at the same time.
Oh wait, who got?
I don't remember. I don't remember who. I don't think we should say who. We do remember,
Yeah, no,
but
we
I remember
won't
like
name
during the
names,
set, like there was a fight. I think he got like pulled outside, and like we just kept playing. We didn't realize what was going on.
Did you ever hear what the fight was about?
This was a couple years ago. I don't remember. I don't know if you remember Nick or Weiss.
It's probably about pizza.
I think
It was about pizza.
Yeah,
I think someone just wanted to mosh and didn't
Oh yeah,
look at his surroundings, I guess.
improper mosh etiquette.
Oh,
you
was
know.
that
Yeah.
it? I think
Maybe.
someone at one of the shows got improperly moshed on, and we had to stop. The
Oh,
show.
yeah.
She was like, unfortunately, yeah, and that person was like, I'm sorry, like I won't come to shows anymore. We're like, no, please do, please go.
Yeah, for that's for people that don't like to mosh, you should be stuck back in the. I mean, that's where I stand because
Yeah.
I don't mosh anymore. So I kind of retired from that a while back. I'm not against it. I just don't do it.
It's
Oh,
like
no.
you want to have like an accepting environment, but you also want people to have fun. And like
Right.
half the time, like people only really get like, like in the zone when they're dancing, whatever you're playing.
Yeah.
Like some,
You gotta be aware of your surroundings. If you're
aware of
doing
your
that thing.
surroundings. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. So
I-
so go ahead.
I was gonna say I got a story too that
you
may
got a
be a
story?
little,
Okay.
a little on the lighter note.
Okay.
This was we were doing it was our first weekender with this band Heaven's Sake, and it was our second day, and we were in Baltimore. And my friends in Baltimore who like were playing the show and set it up, and there was this picture that my girlfriend at the time she took of me where it was just like a dumb picture for Twitter where from my job, I work a retail job, and for the display window there was like these giant forks and knives and like all this stuff for a holiday window. And when that was done, I took the giant like butter knife and like brought it to the space, and I brought it to shows and stuff. And there's this picture of like just me holding it, and the Baltimore booker took that picture and made it the show flyer. And so first we were like, oh yeah, that's hilarious, whatever. And then we play the show and everything, and my friend who booked it, he like pulls me over like near the end of the show, and he's like, hey, come to the back. I got something cool I want to show you. And I was like, oh, I don't know what's cool, fun surprise. All right. So he takes me outside, and he pulls out of his car like this full size like katana, like real life
Oh my
blade
god.
katana. And he's like, here,
Wow.
you can like recreate the picture or whatever. I was like, oh my god, like this is so cool. Like,
Which Ninja Turtle was it that had one of those? What didn't one of the turtles have?
Let's
Yeah.
guess, and then we'll look up the answer. This will be fun. A little quiz time.
I want to say it was Leonardo, but
maybe I think so.
DiCaprio.
yeah, it was Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah,
I loved
it
his
was
role in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, he did a great
yeah.
job. I was gonna say my favorite turtle of all time, DiCaprio. He did a great job.
DiCaprio, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to play with a katana for a little bit, so that was fun. And
I just on a sidebar, Jacques, you're the winner of the game.
I won?
Yeah.
It was Leo?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. You know, I've waited for this moment my whole entire life, and I'm so grateful that it finally arrived. It all those years of watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has paid off. Thank goodness.
$1 million question.
Yeah, I feel like $1 million now. Okay. We have a. I want to. Okay, we'll get to this question real quick, just because we're on the turtle topic. So, Brittany is asking if you could be a Ninja Turtle, which one would you be?
There are 4 of us.
Ooh, yeah.
I was gonna say there's 4 of you, so
I think I want to be. I think he had the orange color. I think it was Raphael. He was always like Cowabunga.
Dude, he was the hothead.
Yeah,
was Raphael. He was the one that was always pissed off at the world.
Oh,
you
okay.
know? Yeah.
Who
Would
was?
you be able to pull up a picture of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pull up a pic of the boys.
All right. TMNT. Okay.
The
This
80s
is
version.
Yeah,
this
who's the
is-
orange one.
This is going to be from, it looks like one of the cartoon versions or video game, but I will pull it up here on the screen. Just give me a hot second. Okay. There we go. All right. So
Yeah,
so here's the boys. So you got
I take it back. The orange one's Tyler.
Yeah. Okay. So
I
here
wouldn't
it
be
is.
giving a thumbs up like that.
We got,
okay. So
go ahead.
So I was just going to kind of explain it in case I think I kind of remember each one's personality. So like I said, Raphael was the hothead. Michelangelo was the complete goof off. And he's the one that had the nunchucks. And Raphael had the sai, I think is how. And then if I remember correctly, Leo was the responsible one. And then Donatello, I don't know.
He's just straight bullying.
He was just maybe he was the in-between guy. I don't know. But anyway, so
Matt Weiss is definitely the Leo.
So Matt Weiss is the Leo. Okay.
Yeah.
And you said Tyler was who?
He's the
Michelangelo?
Michelangelo, yeah. He's
Okay.
I don't know.
he's got his thumbs up there. Yeah, he's the one cheesing so hard right
All right. And then we got Leo and Donatello.
So
or no, we've got Raphael and Donatello left.
It's really tough because I love you boys, but you're both kind of hotheads sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
And I was like, who's the? And if I had to go I'm sorry, Nick. If I had to go I had to go with the current height fixtures of the characters. I would have to make you Raphael.
All right, I'm down. With that.
Based on height.
no, but
Oh man.
I have to give I don't know. I just feel like Nick is Raphael, and then you'd be Donatello, Matt Beck.
I'm just wishing we could watch Ninja Turtles now, because now after just looking at that picture for the last couple minutes, I'm just like, man, I really want to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now. All right, let's Matt Weiss and well, I guess Tyler. Tyler, did you give your show story? Your like your
Let's see. I can't think of anything crazy, but I'll just tell you one of my just like a nice memory of a good wholesome show. We played with this band named Crosswinds. We played I forgot what state we went to. We played a
Maryland.
Halloween
Another
show.
Baltimore show.
And we played
Played a hotel.
at a hotel, and we were Mystery Incorporated, baby.
nice,
Scooby-Doo.
dude.
Scooby-Doo in the
Scooby Doo,
We had
man.
Scooby snacks, bro. We
My
passed that
favorite
shit out.
cartoon of all time, Scooby Doo, for sure.
Oh yeah, and like there was these I guess these people that were here, these kids that were for at like another event, and like they're like gonna get in, but like I totally let them in.
Nice.
They're
Did
like it was like in football, yeah. It was like a lacrosse team, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are sick," and they were like, "You guys aren't allowed to go in there." And they're
Oh,
like, "Come on."
no.
It was like it was their counselor, and I was like, I got it. And then
Did
they
you-
were like, "Yo, you guys, yeah!" And then they yeah, it was awesome. And then
Okay,
they called us and stuff.
well, my next question is, did you guys end up playing the theme song that night?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, I made sure we played the Simple Plan version of the Scooby-Doo
Oh,
thing.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because there's so many versions of it. Yeah, there's like
Let's do Scooby-Doo.
right. They did the What's New Scooby Doo. MXPX did one for the movie, the live action movie. MXPX did that one.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember if there was any other like punk oriented bands that covered
Sugar Ray was in the movie when they go to the
Sugar
Spooky
Ray
Hour.
was in the movie. Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah. Maybe it was just Simple Plan and MXPX, but regardless, I think it's funny that they were the bands that did like the punkier versions of this theme song, because they've toured together and all that stuff. I always
Now
thought
Simple
that was.
Plan's about to go on another tour with Newfound Glory.
And now,
Punk's not
Newfound Glory
dead
and Simple
for it.
Plan. That's going to be badass. And Matt, do you have a crazy show story to share with us that you remember from either an off-guard show or just a show that you attended?
So I was thinking about some off-guard shows that we played, and we played this one show. I think it was in Brooklyn, and it was like it was a metal bar, so it was like pretty much only metal bands that played the show. And we were like definitely I guess like the softest band that played. And I just remember being really nervous because I was like, holy shit, like all these people look really tough, and like I'm just like I don't know, we're just like not like that kind of genre. But it ended up being a good show. But it was just like kind of super weird. There were strippers after. It was pretty fun. It was cool.
My girlfriend was like, "We need to leave." I was
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just want to drink. I'm kidding.
It was wild. Yeah, it was an interesting show.
Man, that reminds me. Okay, so here's I guess this isn't, maybe this is a little, I don't know how wild it is, but it reminds me of, I was once on tour with a band that was supporting Red Jumpsuit Apparatus on a tour. And there's this venue called Pops in the St. Louis area. And where Pops is located, there's like, it's like a campus of 2 or 3 or maybe 4 other venues and bars and nightclubs, like all on this same
Strip.
It's not even a strip, because like these places are kind of like almost out in the middle of nowhere, it seems like, but they're all on the same, I don't know if they're all on the same property, but they're all right around each other on this big space. But anyway, so I remember some of us left Pops and went to like this one of the nightclubs that was just across the way, and they were having like a Girls Gone Wild contest of some kind. Like, and so girls volunteered to go up on this little stage they had to like flash everyone, and there was like a wet T-shirt contest, I think, too. I don't know. It was weird. It was really weird. Like, and even Pops was kind of a weird venue as well. It's like a 24-hour bar, which was I don't even know if that's still in operation, but that was an interesting experience as well. So, anyway, so I'm yeah, and Sauget. Kyle, thank you, Kyle. It's a nuclear wasteland. Yeah, I remember there being some type of nuclear plants around or something of that nature. It was really strange, really strange.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah,
That sounds like an interesting area.
yeah. It's just
Live fast, die young.
I guess it was just a weird area of the greater St. Louis area. Anyway, so yeah, we're about at time, guys. So I just want to say thanks so much for being on. This was a blast. And I hope
Yeah, it
you
was
guys had a
fun.
great time too. So I know Tyler kind of teased it a little bit earlier, that you got a new single that's coming out soon. Do you want to pump out a little more info on that before we close out, or it's up to you guys?
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say two things. Number one, thanks to everyone who's watched. We have just released pre-orders for our merch for Sincere, and we're gonna end the pre-orders on May 28th. So if you dig our sound and you want to rep us, or if you just like the way the shirt or the hat and the hoodie look, come pick it up. It's on our website. You can follow it on our Big Cartel, right, guys?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
like our, you'll find it. You guys are smart.
All
And
our social medias.
yeah, do you guys want to talk about the new song real quick? Or do you want to keep it a little? It's up to you.
Well, stay tuned for 2 new songs. They should be coming maybe this summer, around the summer, in fall, and we're super stoked on them.
Okay, so there's no you can't give us a release date on the next single yet.
Not quite yet.
Not just yet. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
we're still working
That's
on that.
hey, totally cool. Just
We're
checking.
hoping for a summer
But we
release.
got the master, so
Yeah.
know that.
Nice. So where's the best way for people to keep in touch with you guys and keep up to date on Off Guard?
So all our social media handles are Off Guard NY. So that's for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I set up a Twitch for us. So I think that's Off Guard Band. We're hopefully going to be doing streams, whether it's songs, playing video games, or hanging out or whatever. But yeah, Off Guard NY is all our social medias. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you stream music, you can find us.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, Matt and Tyler and Nick, thank you guys so much for being on Pop Punk and Pizza.
No problem.
Thank you. This has been awesome.
Yeah,
Thank
it's a
you.
pleasure. And Sincere is a killer song. Go stream the hell out of that right now, because I think it's totally worth it. So you guys deserve it.
Thank you.
man.
Hell
I
yeah.
hope we get to do this again with you.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
fun. I hope so too. So keep in touch, and yeah, hopefully we can do this again.
Hell yeah.
All right. You guys have a great night.
You too.
All right, yeah, fist pump through the. There we go. We're just all punching screens now. I can't get in the whole screen because my camera is so far away, but I tried. So
I got you, Tyler.
all right, you guys take care.
All right.
You see,
See
man.
ya.
Thank you. All right, so thank you once again to Off Guard from Long Island, New York, for being on Pop Punk and Pizza tonight. That was a blast. Please go follow them wherever it is that you listen to music, whether it's Spotify or Apple Music, any of those places, and stream Sincere, or you can obviously watch the YouTube video again if you just type in Off Guard. I'm sure it'll pop on up. And I'm Jacques LaMore. It's been a blast having you here on the live stream, or if you're listening to the podcast version. Now, don't forget, you can subscribe to us on your favorite podcast app like Apple or Spotify, iHeart, all of those apps, all the major ones that you can think of. We're on all of those. Stitcher is another one. Or you can catch up on previous shows at poppunkpizzapod.com. You can also find merch there, sign up for our mailing list. You can submit your band's music for consideration or submit yourselves to be a possible guest on the show. There's a form there that you can sign up for. And you can also, if you want to reach out to me about being a guest or getting your music played on the show, you can also just email me at bangarangradio@gmail.com. And shout out once again to our wonderful sponsor this evening, Pop Punk Takeout. It's a monthly subscription service where you can get merch from pop punk artists from all over the world delivered right to your door in this pizza box, or actually they have another option where you can get it delivered in a little Chinese takeout box, which is why it's called Pop Punk Takeout, right? So you can go to poppunktakeout.com to learn more, sign up for their mailing list, because they are going to be launching their very first box coming up here shortly. You can also follow them on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's all at Pop Punk Takeout. So have a great night if you're watching the live stream, or great morning, whenever it is that you're listening to this. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk to you next week. Remember, we're streaming episodes live every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time on our Facebook, our YouTube, and our Twitch accounts. So you can follow us on all those places if you want to catch one of the live streams, or you can just catch the episode when it's posted to, excuse me, to all podcast platforms the following day. So, Kyle Phillips, thank you for another great show. He says, no, thank you, Kyle, for watching. And Brittany, of course, Brittany Edwards, thank you for chiming in and watching on the live stream as well.
I'm going out.
I always play the wrong theme song. Let's play the right one.
Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza.